Hey, happy Friday. I had a pretty good day today. So let's see. In North Carolina, our governor, he made an announcement yesterday just with general things about this shutdown. He extended that and he talked a little bit about his plan to move forward. But today he came and had another announcement just about schools. For me, and I think a lot of other people, it wasn't surprising that we're not going to go back to the building this year and we're going to continue with remote learning. And then they also yesterday put out a plan about how grading's going to work for students at all grade levels, because previously they had said something about the seniors. I'm I'm feeling okay with the announcement today because ever since March 13th, the last day we were in school, and just paying attention to the situation in general, I haven't expected that we would be going back at all this year. So this was just making it official, and I'm glad that he did that. But I'm not surprised because we have a good governor. He's been handling the situation really well and making good and informed decisions, not just by himself, but with other experts. Like yesterday during his first conference, he said a few times that he wants to make sure that the decisions that they make are based in science and based on evidence. And I'm like, yes, based on facts. All right. Obviously, I miss seeing my students every day. It is a little sad. But because I already sort of expected to not go back to the school building this year, it didn't really hit me today because I had already come to terms with the fact that I wouldn't be back with my students. And since I've been home pretty much every day, I feel comfortable here. So yeah, I'm glad that he was finally able to come out and officially make his announcement that the buildings are going to be closed all year, but we are going to continue with remote instruction. The challenge, of course, which hasn't changed since we started remote learning, is students' investment in this. Basically, their grades as of the last day in the building, March 13th, are the last grades that they had, because anything that we've been doing since then, we're not supposed to grade, or rather, the state said that the only way you could grade is if you could guarantee a few things, which included all of the students being able to access the material. So my county decided that we wouldn't be grading anything new because we couldn't guarantee that. There are 115 school districts in North Carolina, and they're all doing this in different ways. So some maybe are grading if they were able to get things to students, but mine hasn't. So there's nothing that they're doing that's going in that's giving them a grade for this quarter. So some of my students continue to do work, which is nice. Some of them I haven't really heard from very much. Some I've started to get some things here and there. But I would like them to try. I teach Spanish. Some of my students won't necessarily need the things they're learning in my class for another class next year. So if they didn't continue, it might be okay, but if they go to college, they might see this again. Or when else are you going to get to learn a language for free? That's my thinking. So it's tough. Obviously, it's important for everyone to be able to take care of themselves. And I'm glad that this, even though we're not going back to the building, I'm glad that we're still continuing with the remote instruction and not just ending the school year, because even if some students aren't doing the work, I think it provides some kind of consistency for at least some of the students, some kind of routine they can follow. So that's it for today. Those are my thoughts a little bit on that. I'm gonna head off so I can go to bed soon. Bye.